All right, and I think that we are live. I always give it like a couple seconds because there we go. All right, we're in business. All right, guys. So, welcome to those that are joining us live and watching on the replay. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we will have a couple of people that are coming in late that are going to be joining us. We'll have Dougie from Walter Graham's, and we'll have Tracy Glenn coming in soon. We're going to talk Sherlock Holmes. So, if you like books, if you like murder mysteries, if you like British crime, this is your place to be. We're going to be discussing chapters 4 and 5, and I know some of my cohorts have read further on, and here's one of them right here.
Hey.
So, yeah, we're going to get started. I'm going to welcome in. Right now, we just have Jeffrey Resendez and Cassie Cheer. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. I will go through chat as stragglers come in, as our friends come in, and just going to discuss. I don't know how I want to start this week off. I think we're just going to get right into it. I know Tracy said that he couldn't stop reading the book, and I think he actually completed it. Dougie, you mentioned that you were enjoying reading it again. So why don't we? So first of all, I'm getting ahead of myself. First, I want to thank Dean over at the Live Place, www.theliveplace.com, who is not hosting us yet. When we get things, I think, settled, hopefully he will host us. But he hosts everything else that is on our channel and on everyone else's channels, and he is amazing. And I also want to say, after this, at 4 o'clock on Walter Graham's channel, we're going to go hop over there. Am I right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend it to the nice people who watch your streams.
Not family friendly, maybe a couple of F-bombs, maybe a couple of other bombs.
Oh, people will hear words they've never heard before.
Dougie's a great time. If you don't know who he is, please go check him out. And we have someone else joining us. Brenda, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yay! Welcome in, Brenda. And all right, we had some more people come in. Russ Stapleton, welcome in. He says elementary, dear Tina. Yes. Mike Wheeler, welcome in. Lisa, Joey, and Keith, hello. How are you guys doing? Brenda, we can see you. I like this.
Me too. Look at you. You can see me. Yes.
Yay. Nice to meet you. Meet you officially, not
right.
So, okay, and Tracy will be joining us in just a bit. So, I think I did my housekeeping. I don't think I lost anything else. Yeah. Let's get started. Chapters 4 and 5. Mama, you want to start? What were some highlights for you?
Well, so you guys were supposed to take it today. I got so involved in the reading that I completely, I highlighted two things. The one was where Watson, that's his name, says you have brought detection as near an exact science as it will ever be brought to this world. So, and I don't know. It was just, it's super cool to see. At this point, I think we're starting to see where Sherlock gets his thoughts from, because he's Watson is asking, how did you know this? And so he kind of went in to detail about his conclusion to the mystery or the homicide and who he thought it was. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away.
So this is chapter 4, starts off where they go and they see the police officer who was a witness, right? Who was he the one that discovered the body? I think.
Yeah, Rance discovered.
Rance.
Right, but not the ring.
Not the ring. That's right. So right on the very first page, one of my highlights was there is nothing like firsthand evidence, he remarked. As a matter of fact, my mind is entirely made up upon the case, but still, we may learn all that is to be learned. And I love that because, yeah, he's got his mind made up, but he's still keeping an open mind to learn more. And that speaks volumes for me, and I think that's really cool.
I think the whole "my mind is made up" is his way of saying, "I know I'm right." It's that whole overconfidence thing that he has going on. Yet he was waiting for the evidence to prove that he knows that he's right.
Right.
That kind of a thing.
Yep. All right. Dougie, what are some of your thoughts?
Right. I really like chapter 4, not for the Rance stuff, but chapter 3, and I said last week, it ends with just all these, like, Sherlock Holmes is just like this, and this. And my favorite thing that goes on through the whole of the 4 books and all the short stories is Watson's amazement at when Holmes explains it. And this is the first proper one here, where it's just like, how do you know how tall he is? Because of the length of his strides and this thing and that thing. And I saw that there were ruts in the street from the horse-drawn taxi, and that one of the horse's footprints was deeper than the other, so it's a new shoe, and just stuff like that. And I love it. I don't know why, but every time he gets to explain what he knows, it makes me happy. And what Mama Mouse said there about when Watson says that you have brought detection is near an exact science as it will ever be brought in this world, and Watson says that Holmes, like, obviously enjoys the compliment. I had already observed that he was as sensitive to flattery on the score of his art as any girl could be of her beauty. So he's got a bit of an ego that he enjoys being stroked, and I like that.
Of course you do. Brenda, how about you?
Well, in the beginning of chapter 4, that, like everybody has observed, he notices just the most minute details that people typically just say. They just overlook, like the detectives. They is it Gregson and Lestrade?
Mm-hmm.
They just pretty much just look at it and say, "Oh well, this has happened, that's happened." But yeah, somebody said that about the stride. That's how I like the way when he said something about the writing on the wall.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Long fingernail. He was saying. I don't know if anybody would have even thought of that at that time. But I'm just saying, I'm enjoying the story. I've never really read any of these books.
Sweet.
I am loving it. I did notice on the writing on the wall, although the word was written in German, he was able to identify that it was not a German who wrote it, but it was someone who was imitating that of a German. So just little things like that.
Yeah, look what he says. I flatter myself that I can distinguish at a glance the ash of any known brand, either cigar or of tobacco. It is just in such details that the skilled detective differs from Gregson and Lestrade type. And I love that. shows you just the, what Brenda was saying, the vastness of Holmes compared to the other two. And like you got one against two detectives, and you got the one who's nailing it bit by bit, and you got the other two who are just, I don't know. I consider them in La La Land, I guess, if I could describe them. All right, we got someone else coming in. From the road, Mr. Sunglasses himself, Tracy Glenn.
I see.
Hey, Trace.
Hello, Mr. Tracy.
Hi, Mama. What's up?
Are you driving?
Fan.
I'm not in my van. No. I really wish I could be, but it's not a van. It is a pickup truck. A very small pickup truck. What's
I
going
totally
on?
thought you said pickle truck the first
So did
time.
I. So did I. Tracy. Starting more rumors.
Wow, Tracy drives a pickle truck. What color is your truck? Is it green? Because if it is, that totally
back?
like fits. Yeah, well, kind of. You're still froze, but we
I don't
hear you. We hear you.
Tracy, I think you should switch grocery day. All right, he'll come back. All right, hold on. I want to get. Oh, there you are. Okay. All right, I want to get a little bit of chat because I don't think I welcomed in Jeffrey Resendez, and if I did, then I'm welcoming you. I'm welcoming you in again. I can't talk today. And so what did Russ say? So I told you wrong. I got through chapter 7 last night. I stopped looking at the chapter numbers because I was too involved in it. That seems to be the common theme, I think, between us. It's like we get so enveloped in this book, and like I literally have. We can hear you bits and pieces, Tracy, but your screen's still frozen.
It'll come. Oh.
Yeah.
So Dougie is afeared. Is that how you guys refer to being frightened?
Not now. I think that's some old-fashioned English there. But
Gotcha.
but I have said afeared. I don't know if that's because I've read Sherlock Holmes a lot, or if. But we would more likely say it gives me the fear. That's the.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Tracy, what are you thinking of the book so far? Or are you there?
I am already done. Unfortunately, I am a reader. When I get into it, I'm into it, and I have to finish it. And when I got to part 2, I just had to know how it ended, so I went crazy.
Overachiever.
So 4 and 5, you said you were on?
Yeah, that's what we're talking today.
It's
All right, so whereabouts? I mean, you got to refresh my memory. What's 4 and 5 about?
it's where he is investigating the location of where the murder took place, or where the body was found anyway.
So,
And go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No.
I was just gonna say, so he just goes and he visits John Rance, the police officer who discovered the body.
Okay. All right. Because I know I'm going to lose you soon. So 4 and 5 is pretty cool. He goes to see, he sees it's tough to like pick apart this book because once you get into it, I do like the style of the book is read or written. Am I still here?
Yep. We can hear you. We lost him.
I thought another kind of Sherlock Holmes moment is when he was talking to what was his name? Rance, and told him that I'm afraid, Rance, that you will never rise in the force, that that head of yours should be for use as well as ornament. You may have gained your sergeant stripes last night. I mean, I'm just like, dude, ouch.
Yeah.
So, as in you're so dumb that you didn't see this. The man, the drunken man that you saw on the street that night holds the key to the mystery. So he's a little full of himself, but I love that. Like, I think it just makes his character.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. So I guess that happened in the book too. He refers to the drunken man being at the gate, and that he was pretending to be drunk, that he really wasn't drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, and then the last thing that I highlighted was there's a scarlet thread of murder running through the colorless scheme of life.
I love that.
Yeah, our duty is to unravel it and isolate it and expose every inch of it.
Mm-hmm.
So is that kind of is that where the name of the book, where they came up with the name of the book, or is it that line, or is it something else?
Yeah, I think that's the only explanation we get for the title of the book. I don't think it goes any further than that.
Ew, he gave me water.
He told you he gave you water.
What am I for? A sippy cup of water. Are you kidding me?
Hydrate, Mama, hydrate.
I hate water. Sorry.
Hey, Colin, welcome in.
I don't like it either.
Oh no. Carlos is here.
He says, book night, I'll behave. Somehow I don't believe that, Carlos. One iota.
All right. So anybody have anything else on chapter 4?
Yeah, there's a couple of things I highlighted. I love this one. A conjurer gets no credit when once he has explained his trick. And if I show you too much of my method of working, you will come to the conclusion that I am a very ordinary individual after all. I love that so much. My husband's a hobbyist magician, and he doesn't reveal his tricks, but he revealed them to me when we got engaged. And it's the image I have in my mind is the magician, and once the tricks are revealed, like, it loses its
Right.
its appeal, I feel like. So I really like that one. And then what was the last thing? Yeah, and I think you said this, Mama, already, where towards the end of the last page of the chapter, where he says, I must thank you for it all. I might not have gone, but for you. So have missed the finest study I ever came across, semicolon, or colon, whatever that thing is, a study in Scarlet, A. So, in the last chapter, I really enjoyed that. Will you stop putting earrings on my cup, please? Thank you very much. Stop it.
Brenda, is that your cat?
Yes, that's my 20-pound cat.
No.
He is trying really hard to get on my lap.
He wants to be in the stream.
I read the book to him. Part of it anyway.
Well, he had a lot to say about Sherlock Holmes then.
Did he enjoy it?
He seems to have.
Oh, that's good.
I think somebody just quoted that. I might not have gone, but for you. I had all that highlighted also. And at the very end, leaning back in the cab, this amateur bloodhound caroled away like a lark while I meditated upon the many-sidedness of the human mind. He was very happy. He wasn't in one of his sullen moods. Like, he's just a little full of himself. He's proud so far.
But I think a thing that it's introducing here is he's quite a compartmentalized person, and he says what he wants to say about his thing, and now he's talking about his concert, and he is fully involved in this concert that he's going to now. So I think he's very this, then this, then this, and everything's separate. And I just like him.
Yeah. When do you?
He can blend very well.
Mm-hmm. When do you ever get to say that you like a sociopath? he's like the, I don't know.
There's far worse characters in fiction
True.
that are likable. Hannibal Lecter is very likable. He's just
Yes, he is.
That's true. That is true.
Gladly share a liver with you anytime.
Oh gosh. All right. What's going on in chat before we get to chapter 5? Let's see. Russ says, Tracy says, better search the road. How long is that go? Okay.
Oh God.
Carlos. Oh Lord. Carlos says, I mean, I could talk about Van stripper poles and Johnny's, but I said I would behave. Oh gosh. You know what? Maybe for the next book. Well,
Karen's like, wait, what is that all about?
oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Chapter 5.
Yeah. Chapter 5. Our advertisement brings a visitor is the title of the chapter. And this is where we get, well, it's always been interesting, but this is where we get a little more detail.
Right.
I feel like.
Right. So the advertisement would refer to an ad that they put in the paper asking about a lost ring.
Yep.
And they were pretty confident that either the killer or someone working with them would respond to the ad to come and fetch the ring. And they did indeed have someone that showed up to get the ring. So it was an elderly woman and seemed to be very sweet and whatnot. Now, they actually gave her the ring, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then they followed her to see where she went.
Right.
So that's kind of the big thing.
Yeah. I got so into this chapter that I didn't make any highlights. I think I might have made one highlight. But because in my brain, as you're reading this and you're in your mind, it's all unfolding, and you know it doesn't make sense that an old frail woman is, hobbling into something's got to be up, and you're kind of like Watson, where you're waiting up for Sherlock to get back to find out the skinny on what happened. It's like, all right, what went down, and Sherlock comes back and says, I guess, so he hopped out of the carriage. So the woman got into a cab, right? And of course they say cab, and it's one of those carriage rides with the horse that's pulling it. This is what I'm picturing in my head, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, that's what they called cabs back then.
Okay. And so he hops on the back and he says, when you're, something about when you're a skilled detective or something, you know how to do these things or something like that. I forget how he worded it. But I love this because your mind is like taken on this journey with Sherlock. It's like it's like you're jumping on with him, and then you jump off just before the cab stops a little ways, and then you start walking up to the cab when it pulls up, and you're getting this whole visual. Like, it's so descriptive, and I absolutely love it because it takes you on that journey with it. So Conan Doyle, I think, is quickly becoming one of my favorite authors. This is the first book I've ever read by him, and so I am completely fascinated by this. Someone else want to take over? I've been talking too much.
What are we talking about?
When he
Sherlock Holmes.
decided it was a poison, he remembered how he had sniffed his lips, Sherlock, and had no doubt that he had detected something which had given rise to the idea. So, like the cyanide, you usually smell almonds. Person, so I don't know exactly what he would have smelled, but he detected something.
Well, and there was no sign of a struggle. There was blood, but they weren't there. It didn't come from the victim.
No.
So, I mean, that's a whole nother mystery in itself. But I did highlight, I can understand there is a mystery about this which stimulates the imagination. Where there is no imagination, there is no horror.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Interesting thought. Yes.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, that one piqued my interest too.
I did think it was funny how he had why can't I ever remember his name? He had Watson like have a gun loaded, ready to take out
Yeah.
this visitor who became, who was just a frail old woman.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of cracked me up.
Frail old woman.
I don't think Sherlock ever carried a gun.
I don't think so either. I know Watson did.
Later on in the series, we may see Holmes with guns.
Interesting. Okay. I love this because so Sherlock comes back and he's like, "Old woman be damned." He's just, I love that. We were the old women to be so taken in. It must have been a young man and an active one too. Besides being an incomparable actor, the getup was I can never say this word, inimitable. He saw that he was followed, no doubt, and used the means of giving me the slip. So we jumped out of the carriage before the cab driver could even peek inside, and Sherlock could ever get his woman, quote unquote. But that's when he realizes, it's like, okay, we were duped. And it's absolutely hysterical. And this is a short chapter, actually, now that I'm looking at it.
It is.
Yeah.
They're both quite short, which is very frustrating because it made me want to keep reading. But I tried to play by the rules, not to.
Well, see, here's the funny part, because I didn't read this chapter until today, so I have to read the chapters as we go, either the night before or the day of, so it's fresh in my mind, because otherwise my memory goes kaput. So I didn't realize until this afternoon, oh, wait a minute, this is a short chapter. We could have easily did 3 chapters of figures. So I'm thinking maybe we could tackle 3 or 4 chapters, and whatever we don't get to, we can leave for the week after.
The next 2 are 9 pages long, and then after that, it's 10 pages long.
Okay.
On part 2, that first chapter of part 2. So I don't know if we want to stop, in the middle of I don't know. It's whatever you guys want to do. But I agree. I think we could do more than 2 chapters at a time.
Yeah. Because then we'll also get through the book faster, too. I just didn't realize how short that was. So, but yeah. I'm trying to look. There's a half hour left. So I'm sitting here going, all right, what else, But I didn't read ahead. So, but I know Ducky is right ahead, and I know Tracy is right ahead. And I don't know if you went ahead, Mama. Did you read ahead, too?
Not super far, just a couple pages into chapter 6.
Okay. We can leave it for next week. We can just talk about some of the highlights. Even though there's so much meat, I feel like even though chapter 5 is a short chapter, there was so much meat in it. It was, and I think another reason why, for me, why it read so fast was because you got so involved in it, and before you knew it, you were like, wait, what do you mean that's the end of the chapter? Well, what's going on? So I think that's funny. But
Tim wanted to know if the frail old woman was actually somebody in disguise.
Moriarty. Yeah, let's say his name. We don't know yet. I don't think we know. We won't find out. We don't find out yet who the frail woman is. Dougie probably knows.
Moriarty is not really a thing. Like he shows up in one short story, and that's it. He's become this big, huge character, but in terms of what he actually appears in, he appears in one short story, which is the only time you ever see him.
So did they make him more prevalent in the series? Then?
I think, when they do movies and TV shows, they make him a much bigger villain. In the one that he's in, which is what's the proper title of it? The Final Problem. It's not the last one, but everyone knows what happens in the Final Problem. Sherlock talks about him as though he's always sort of been there in the background causing problems, but he has. But in some of the shows, they'll involve him in other mysteries, or they'll like in the Benedict Cumberbatch one, they made him responsible for everything that happened in season 1 and 2 and stuff like that. But in the books and short stories, he's not really a big deal.
Right.
There he is.
All right, so I pulled over in a parking lot because.
Not down by the river?
No, I'm not parked by the river. I'm parked next to a town hall up here. So, here's the thing. We have when you're talking about the guy or the young lad who dresses as a woman, right, in chapter 5, because I was listening as my internet would catch up. It would have to be somebody special enough to be able to dress as an old woman and trick Sherlock Holmes.
Right.
Right.
But has he really tricked Sherlock Holmes? I mean,
yes, he did, because remember, he came back after saying that old woman indeed. No, it wasn't. But when that woman was in his room, totally fooled Sherlock Holmes, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
he said we were the old women. He wasn't, you're the ones that got tricked.
right.
Right. Now, I mean, I know I read ahead, so I kind of have an understanding of what happens with that whole scenario. But just thinking back to reading that chapter, I'm thinking to myself, okay, who's smart enough to trick Sherlock Holmes?
Nobody. Okay, somebody obviously.
There's at least one person.
Dougie. Dougie did it.
That was me.
In the study with the candlestick.
I was gonna say that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So my impression was this might have been the first introduction of Moriarty.
Mhm.
Oh, that's why Tim says Moriarty too. So I take it I've not read any of the Sherlock Holmes books, but Moriarty is
Moriarty is the arch nemesis.
Okay,
of
that makes
Sherlock
sense.
Like his
Good.
Achilles heel.
But Dougie just said that he only appears in one short story, though. He's not
Holmes. Who,
really.
Moriarty?
Yeah, he's not really. Right, Dougie? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It's definitely not Moriarty.
So
Okay,
we were just talking. Go ahead.
That was my thought process. I'm sorry.
No,
I mean,
you're fine.
It makes sense that it would be Moriarty, given how he's sort of portrayed. But it's he doesn't exist yet. Don't know him yet.
Okay. You're probably much more well versed in the Sherlock Holmes than I am. So
It's the accent.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. Go ahead, Tracy.
So like when I was reading this, I was also comparing it to Study in Pink.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
So when you've watched Study in Pink and then you go back and read the Study in Scarlet, you're kind of like, okay, well, how did they really adapt this story to make it into modern times with the current Sherlock? So I thought that was an interesting way to approach the book.
Mm-hmm.
What's a Study in Pink? I've not ever heard of it.
It's the first of the Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes episodes.
Yeah, the first episode.
The one that you
Which
don't
you
like,
find-
right, Dougie?
I don't like it. No.
Yeah.
You don't like it, Dougie?
It's not Sherlock Holmes.
It's Americans trying to make it Sherlock Holmes. I think is
No,
how
No, it's
for-
not. It's British.
Elementary is Americans trying to make Sherlock Holmes.
That's what it
Explain
was.
That is true.
Keep it. Just leave it alone.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hey Pam, welcome in. Did I
I
miss
can't see
anybody?
chat, so
No, you're good.
Yeah.
It's all right, Tracy. We're all talking about you, so it's okay. You don't have to go back and read chat. It's
Uh-huh.
okay. Trust us. Stupid water.
and now I can't get out of it. Now I can't get out. Took that out. I feel like a fool.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, we have to make this proper.
Oh, that's fantastic. And you can't see to know either.
Oh, here we go.
Jeff.
Portrait mode.
Here you go, Jeff.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
You're not funny. You're not funny, Tina.
You're not funny.
Oh, I
Stop
beg
being
to
a Tina,
differ.
Tina.
Oh, God, I kind of am, aren't I?
So
Oh my
we all
goodness.
understand that the new word for bully is Tina, right?
No,
Yes.
stop. We're not even going there.
It is.
Garrett, it's a good thing Garrett's not here because I keep hearing it from me.
Wait, oh, Garrett. I was like, wait, he's here. But no, you're right. Here. Let me
Yes.
make sure he knows that that's your live, Tina.
What time is it? It's early there. He's probably still working. Good. Let him keep working. Yeah, no. All right. So we have about just about 15 minutes left. Any last thoughts about these two chapters before we wrap up?
Let me make sure I didn't highlight
It
anything.
seems like
Brenda?
this chapter, the last chapter,
Mhm.
5, really begins to completely define who Sherlock is. And I find it fascinating that Doyle seems to know all this. I mean, it's as if, he does help you emerge right into the story,
Mhm.
because he says every little detail, like someone mentioned the cigars or the cigarettes that he might do, and he just finds things on the ground, scoops stuff up and looks through it, just minute stuff that most people would not even begin to think about.
Yeah.
And he talked about the art of following behind, that it's an art which every detective should be an expert at.
Yeah. Yep. Tracy, any closing thoughts on chapters 4 and 5? I know you read the whole book. Achiever.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to read ahead.
That's okay.
It's tough when
You're
you
fine.
get to a book. I've always find it tough when you get to a book to just put it down,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know? And and there's certain books that, I mean, this first it's really a novelette. It's not really a full novel, so it's not like it takes you a super long time to read it. If you can sit down for probably 2 or 3 hours, you can get this book done. But the problem, like, and what I'll do next, if you go back to Tuesdays, that's fine. I'm happy with that, because Fridays are always tough for me, especially because you can see I'm in a car. I'm not in a van, but I'm in a car.
Shameful.
If I do get a chance to join it in again, what I'll do is I'll read those chapters before I get into the stream. That way I can have it fresh in my mind.
I had
But I
intended
think
to
that-
go back and reread it and add highlights to it since I got too into it, and I may have to do that
Yeah.
in the future.
Hey, LSU mom. I just saw a couple people pop in. LSU mom and Griswold family vacay. Thanks for being here, guys. Good to see you. God bless you. Yeah, we can discuss a time change if we want to do that afterwards. I'm totally on board with it. Doesn't matter to me. We'll pick something that will work for everybody, I think.
I'm back to work on Tuesday, so my
Yeah.
schedule's going to be all messed up.
Okay. Well, congrats.
Yay!
Tell us how you really feel.
Right?
So excited.
They're not going to make you shave your beard, are they?
No, well, they better not, because it's the only way people like me.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, Carlos, anyway.
Oh, he was sexually harassing me before.
I think the beer just made it worse because he's
It
got.
got, I
some
mean,
physical too.
it got worse, but you know.
I'm new
Oh,
to the
goodness.
game, so Dougie, what do you do?
I manage a movie theater.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
15-cent movies over that way, or no?
Hmm?
Our theaters right now are doing 15-cent movies.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not that cheap, no.
Well, they're just doing it until they can get the new releases in the theater. They're showing old movies. And Tracy, are you bored?
Nope. I'm
He's
listening.
interested.
Well, I'm trying to so I can get the sun out of my eyes. And,
Oh, okay.
And I'm in the car, so it's kind of like I'm getting reflection from behind. I'm safe enough, just so everybody knows. I am not driving. I am sitting in a parking lot. Not
Look, Mom, no
wearing a boot.
hands.
So I don't want people to think that I'm just driving down the road going, wee.
You know how you drive.
With the pinwheel.
Stick your head out the window and do that, Tracy. Go. Wee.
Wee.
Because he's gonna die.
Well, the good thing is not a person is in this parking lot. Thank God.
And then someone pulls in. You're going with me. No.
I am so mailing you a pinwheel right now. It's coming. Just wait for it.
The good thing is the closest Dairy Queen and the only Dairy Queen in my county is like right across the street. So after I'm done with you guys, I think I might be getting myself a Blizzard.
Yeah, I would.
I'd like
Wrote
to
it down. It's happening. It's a no.
Is this like the new sending Steve to McDonald's? We're sending Tracy out with the pinwheel to scream me out the window.
No. I think I'm going to get in negotiations with Matt Foley. Might get in negotiations with Sal from Myers and the Mouse. Hopefully we can do something together.
I love that idea. And there may be another character joining us soon.
Oh, I can't
One
wait.
of a little older generation, because we went today and found the coolest wig. It was only $2, and yeah, so there may be. I was like, this could be a whole new character. Okay,
I have to ask: did he model Sal after Better Call Saul?
I have no clue.
TV show? Okay, it just seems.
Hold on. Are you trying to say that Sal is Kelly? Because I don't believe that.
Come on, you believe in Santa Claus too?
I believe in Sal. And there's kids that may be watching, and your kids might be right behind that door. You just totally ruining Christmas for everybody.
Great.
Way to be a Tina.
I need to phone my mum and dad.
Mom Mouse is mouse.
Is she okay? Did we break her? Oh my gosh.
Kelly's coming. Break me, you broke Dougie. He's like, his heart is now shattered.
Sorry.
I've seen Santa at Disney Springs.
I was kidding. I was totally kidding.
Okay, that's fine.
Really? You should be. You better have been, because you know what? If I don't have a present from Santa Claus underneath my tree, I'm driving. You're close enough so I can drive. I'll drive through snow, and I'll be wanting my present.
Gotcha. Christmas.
Oh, the things I create. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. And with that,
I gotta run and go get ready for 9. I'll catch you later on.
Bye, Dougie.
Dougie, we will see you in the chat, my friend.
Cannot believe you said Santa wasn't real. What?
Here.
In so much trouble.
Tina's in trouble. She said Santa wasn't real and Dougie's crushed. Come over here where she can see you.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, so ask him who Sal after who.
So what you're telling me is you're an Eagles football fan. You throw things at Santa Claus, and what else?
I'm a Patriots
second,
fan.
she's
Let's get something straight. Not Eagles, Patriots. I was gonna say wrong bird, Patriots on birds. Oh Lord. Yeah, Tracy, what were you gonna say? So Sal. Did you model Sal after Better Call Saul?
No.
Again, first off, you're implying that Kelly and Sal are the same person, and I do not believe that.
I'm sorry. Forget I said anything.
But you've crushed several people now. Santa Claus and Sal. I don't understand.
Oh my goodness.
So Sal was I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and there was a lot of cheesy lawyers on TV, and
Yes.
just kind of modeled him after that. What I grew up with.
Gotcha.
Or
Makes
car
sense.
salesman.
I have not even seen, what is that, Breaking Bad? Is that what that's from, or whatever?
No, but
Yeah.
Better Call Saul was the show that came after.
But
Yeah,
it started
Yeah.
on Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Never seen it.
Tim says you're
Okay.
ruining your day, Tina.
I seriously am. I'm also ruining my makeup by laughing so hard that I'm crying.
Anybody ever watched Dexter?
What?
Brenda?
Anybody ever seen Dexter?
Dexter.
Dexter.
Oh, I know of it. I've never seen it though.
He's a serial killer. He kills for a reason. He wants to wipe out the bad people.
Is it-
Okay.
is it
Is this
Yeah.
this is a
They
TV
never
show?
caught him.
TV show?
Is it TV show or is it real?
TV show.
TV show?
Okay, good.
I don't know a real serial killer.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you met my friend Dexter?
Hillary killer. I don't know.
Shut up, guys. I know.
Oh
I'm pretty.
gosh. I don't know where Tracy went, but there he is. All right, let's.
Peekaboo. Wait, Tracy, can you see us?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to answer that.
What the heck was that?
My
It said
phone.
Kenzie was calling me, so that's what happened.
Oh,
Was
okay.
I still on?
No, just a black screen.
Yeah, no, Kenzie. It said Kenzie was calling. She's probably calling to make sure that I get her a blizzard, but I don't know.
Is she in the
Priorities.
she's-
She probably peeked on and saw that.
I'm gonna
Oh.
email her and tell her that
Hello,
you
Jeff.
stuck your head out the window and said we. Tracy stuck his head out the window and said we. Now I'm gonna buy him a pinwheel.
And you wonder why. That's how this.
What?
Oh dear.
Wonder why? What? I'm a funny guy.
So, you know,
Sherlock Holmes, there's so many mysteries around that between why Tracy would actually stick his head out the car window and
Because
say,
you can.
"We." Who really is Santa Claus? Who really is
Oh, hand me that
Sal?
box.
What? No, you may not open my tappies.
If you're not gonna, I'm gonna.
Tomorrow we have to stream. Tomorrow I got birthday presents, baby.
your birthday's soon, Mama, isn't it?
Sunday.
Sunday, so I thought.
Yeah, guess who has to work?
Tomorrow.
Oh, come on. Come on. Right, Tracy?
I don't hear her complain when she gets the gifts that, when I go to work to buy for her birthday, she doesn't complain
Wait,
about
you
it.
brought me presents?
I brought you a lot of presents. A new
Okay, you
sewing
really have
machine. You
A
bought
lot
a
of presents.
kit. You
Okay, that's
got a
enough.
new
We're good now.
printer.
Thank you.
Got a new sewing machine?
I did, and it is so cool. It does embroidery, and it's computerized. It has like a touch screen, and it is the bomb.
So fun.
All right,
Yeah.
Tina,
Sweet, sweet.
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna drive
Okay.
back home.
right.
No pizza. We usually do pizza stream tonight, and we're
Yep.
not doing it because Jeff and Ange are still down at the beach house, and we're just gonna skip it. We're gonna see if we're gonna do it next week, or we'll just wait for another 2 weeks.
Okay. Sounds good.
So if people in the chat want to spread the word to other people that we're not doing pizza.
Pizza.
Okay.
But Sunday you guys have Nerd Talk, right?
Yes.
On
As far as I know.
Kenzie's channel. Okay. Sounds good.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
All right, guys. Bye. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks, Tracy.
Bye. Thanks, Tracy. See you Tuesday.
See you later.
Wait,
Yep.
how many chapters are we doing? 3?
Yeah, we'll do 3.
Because
We'll message the group. Let's do 4 just in case.
Okay, that's fine. And that takes us 2 chapters into part 2. So,
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
Do that. Next Tuesday at 4 Central. No.
Tuesday or Friday?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't care.
Tune in, folks.
Tracy
Don't
said
miss it.
Tuesday was better, right? Shut up, Kelly.
The only thing, Tuesday at 4, Carlos is live, so I don't want to step on him. But
Yeah.
we could do 3. I don't think anybody's live at 3 on Tuesdays.
Does that work for Tracy? Did you say?
He said usually Fridays are just not good at 3 because that's when he does the shopping. So we can message the group and then finalize.
Okay, that sounds good.
Discuss afterwards.
So be watching.
Hi,
friends.
Brenda.
Be watching.
Hi.
Bye,
See you
Kelly. All right, Mama, what do you have coming up?
Tomorrow is Myers and the Mouse stream. Sunday, I haven't decided if I'm going to do anything or not. And then Monday is we're doing a special craft with Jenna from Resort TV 1, followed by preceding Crop and Shop, and we're going to be looking at people's Etsy shops. So yeah, so that's
Etsy?
what the next 3 days.
Oh, Brenda,
Yes. Oh,
did you say something?
my birthday's tomorrow.
What?
I can't believe you, Mama Mouse, and I have a birthday together. You know.
That is
Side by
awesome.
side.
Happy birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
My mother called me this morning to tell me happy birthday ahead of time in case she forgets tomorrow.
That's so sweet.
That's
But
adorable.
when you're 83, you
Right?
got a better memory than I do.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So for those of you that don't know who we have here, Brenda is Brenda Pruitt, Tim Pruitt's wife. And we are so blessed to have her on this show. So excited to get to know you and discuss this book with you. Thank you so much for joining us. You don't have a YouTube channel, do you? I know I haven't asked you before. I just kind of assumed that you didn't, but I never want to assume.
No, I don't have a YouTube channel.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So let's see. We have Sunday, we have Harry Potter book talk, and I'm doing a lot of these book talks. And then we'll let you know when Sherlock Holmes next is going to be. We'll aim for something that we can all do, I think.
And Russ did say that part 2 is a new case. So I guess we'll finish up this case and then start a new case.
Interesting. Oh, good. Okay. Sounds good. All right, you guys, can somebody drop the link to Dougie's channel, Walter Grants? And we're going to head over there. And I'm trying to think of something clever to say when we go over there. Sherlock sent us. Or elementary, my dear Watson. I don't know. Something funny we'll pop in there and say. Wait a minute. What did I say? Russ says, no, Tim is Brenda Pruitt's husband. Did I say something wrong? Oops.
I'm the better half.
Oh, there you go. There you go. See? Hey, Mike 88, welcome in. We're just closing up.
Wait, Brenda has an Etsy shop?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Tell me about it, Doug, super quick. What do you do?
My main thing is aprons, vintage aprons. and I have some children's clothing.
Ooh.
You make them, you sell them yourself?
Yes. Everything's made by hand.
What's the name of your shop so I can add it to my thing on Monday?
It's called Sunny Windows Creation.
Sunny Windows.
Hey, Tim, I made you a moderator. You want to go add the link?
That's awesome. Well, thank you. So yeah, we'll have
Love it.
to showcase that on Monday with Crowdfund Shop. So we pull up the Etsy shop and then we show everybody what's available in that shop, and so it's kind of a advertisement.
One.
So yeah, I just started mine. So, but in the first hour, I got 3 orders, and then I got another one today, earlier this morning. So we'll see. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Good
At
deal.
least I
There's
thought I did.
cookies.
There we go. All right, put the link for Dougie's stream that's coming up right now. I think it's live now. And stay tuned for Monday on Mama's channel when we are going to be talking Etsy shops. And Brenda's will be, I'm assuming, will be featured, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm excited. All right, guys, go hop over to Dougie's stream. Link is in the chat. Have a great day. I'll see you Sunday.
Bye, guys.
That's right.